o'clock, right? Yep. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's that time again. I'm Sam Arce, also known as Broadway Sam, and this is Lunch Break with ATI, and we are Broadway in your backyard. Well, today is a special day. It's kind of a little bit different, a little more casual. It's right now just me, but I do have a special guest today. We're going to have a little fun. So it has been an interesting week in theater. If you follow theater across the country, if you follow California, they had an amazing kind of a reincarnation, so to speak, of Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. And across, there's always Broadway and all the things going on there, and the West End. So you know I'm all things Broadway, West End. But in our backyard, I'm going to talk about what we have going on here. So I'm so excited about our upcoming season, and I'm going to get to that, and all the things that we have going on here. But what I'm going to talk about today first is how we produce our show here. And, you know, every week we try and have engaging guests on theater, about what's happening here in Carmel, things that are going on in our community, and it's tried to be engaging. And so we produce this show, and my producer actually is Scott Osborne, who you sometimes hear me calling out. And I wanted to bring Scott on and talk about that. I'm going to bring him on in just a second. But I wanted to share a little bit about how we do this show. So I'm going to bring Scott on and have him share with you how we actually bring Lunch Break. So Scott, come on, and we're going to share with you guys a little bit about our show and Lunch Break. And Scott, welcome. This is actually the first time we're doing this together.
It is, and I am very much multitasking right now. But let me fix this little setting right here, and they'll be able to see what we're doing. All right.
Yeah, I feel you're actually producing the show while we're on together.
I am, yes, which is fun and a little tricky. As I see, I might have not nailed that alignment the first time, so I'll show you guys as I adjust these things. Normally I do that off camera, but right now, you know, they get to see as the angles are moving around. They can see that live right now.
Well, I think what's cool about what we're doing here is we try and do this live. Mm-hmm. So we're doing the show live, and we bring guests every week. Last week we had the Queens of Carmel. We had Linda Goki-Katz. Yeah. We had Jill Zaniker. We have upcoming guests. We're going to have Judy Fitzgerald, who is one of our founding members.
Right. Also lovely.
Also lovely.
Gotta take this out.
No, we've had so many guests. We have upcoming guests from our upcoming shows. Beehive. Over the next few months, we're going to have actors from Young Frankenstein, which we're going to talk about, Lucky Stiff, and Sunset Boulevard.
We got one of those actors.
That's right. Right. Well, yes, we'll share about that. And then we bring people from the community, different people from all the different organizations. Right. So when you're producing this show, first off, tell us a little bit about how you do this, because this goes on Facebook Live.
Well,
we're actually live right now.
Yeah, I might just show the camera what I'm doing most of the time. So I've got all of these. Let's see what we look like. Yeah, I got all of these different angles going on, and there's 3 cameras in the shot. I'll let you see that too. But and then based on how the conversation's going, I have a 3-second delay on my earbud, and I am switching based on how that conversation plays out. So everyone gets to, they can just flow in that conversation. When you're speaking, it's this way. When I'm speaking, it's this way. But right now we're just central cam, because obviously I can't be doing that while I'm showing the actual application.
Well, I love that it's conversational and that you're able to do that. In fact, when I see the podcast after, I'm sometimes amazed. I'm like, wow, how did he do that? It's like I was here and then I was there, and you were able to catch everything, and it's very seamless. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and you do such a great job. So I really appreciate that. So and you do another podcast.
I do. I host the other one.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that podcast.
Well, that's No Title Needed show. Yeah. And we've been, I think, 45 episodes in, and it's been a really, really cool experience. I've gotten to shake a lot of cool hands and meet a lot of really interesting people, hear their backstory, and
yeah, I was a guest on it. It was a lot of fun.
You sure were. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
We were like episode 6 or 7. I think
it was,
yeah, so really early. And you know, the show has advanced in a lot of ways, and it's been a really cool experience, you know. And I again, just hearing all the people's stories is what is the most exciting part for me. Is, you know, so many different types of people.
Well, that's what I love about this, and you know, it gives us a chance to spotlight, especially our actors that come in for the shows. We give as many opportunities as we can when the actors are here for the the 3-week run.
Right. That's great.
You know,
Real
with their
footage,
schedules.
too.
Exactly, video footage. And I love the opportunity to interview. For me, I try to kind of dig in deep and get as much information and you know, kind of have a little bit more of a personal, interactive conversation, and we'll have a lot of fun doing that. And
for my show, I like to get to know the guy on camera.
Right.
You know, and so we get, you know, 30 minutes beforehand to just chat.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I do as much research, and then we have a more personal conversation, and it's a lot of fun. Because for many of the actors that I'm working with, they're traveling, and you know, for many it's their first time here in Carmel, and you know, they're staying with a host family, which we really appreciate, all our host families that you know, step up, and it takes a village to make this happen.
Yeah, can you imagine just having someone staying in your house for a month? Like, that's such a generous offer.
It is, and you know, they're borrowing. You know, we have people that donate their time, their cars, their homes. They're eating in the community for the first time. So it's just a nice thing to be part of this community.
Right.
And what I love about what we're doing here is they're getting a chance to share, and then you create a reel for them that they're able to use and cut information to put as part of their promotional and marketing material.
Often it's like a 30-second comment that ends up being the thing that, you know, they're sharing or going viral over a, you know, 30-minute conversation.
Yes.
You know, it's that little bit that they really hit home with.
Well, and what's also great is the content is, you know, people are watching. I know that we're averaging anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 views in a week, and I appreciate that, and thank you to all the ones that watch. A lot of it.
Thank you very much.
And a lot of that is due to the people that we have as guests. They share, and when they're sharing, they're, you know, to their friends and to their audiences, it goes out there. So I think it's neat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sharing.
Repost.
Yeah, so repost, right. And there's just a lot of fun information. So I really appreciate everything that you're doing.
I appreciate everything you're doing, and thanks for being my host.
No, well, hey, it's my fun. It's fun sharing this with your dad because he's fun, and we've had some great experiences doing this.
Right.
So I look forward to continually doing this. So thanks for coming out here and doing this.
See you guys later.
The next thing I'd like to talk about is, so our upcoming season, as I've told you, right now tickets are on sale for our upcoming season, and I'm going to share with you. Our upcoming season now is, the next show is Beehive, which is going to be September 25th through the 21st, and you're going to love this musical. It's a 60s musical. It's a female-driven musical with some of the most iconic songs that you'll know. And, you know, revivals are the big deal right now in theater and on Broadway. Like I said, Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. Sunset Boulevard just won the Tonys. In fact, we're going to be doing it. And we're doing Beehive, and we'll have some of the actors as our guests on the podcast. You can get tickets for that now. I'm going to talk about season tickets, but we're going to be doing that. The next show we're going to be doing after that will be Young Frankenstein. That's a Mel Brooks musical. It was on Broadway. It was on the West End. It was a movie. We're doing that October 24th through November 9th. And we're doing that in conjunction with Halloween. So there's going to be a lot of special events during that time. Nights in costumes, the Ovation Society, which we talked about last week. If you're a member, there's going to be special events. If you're coming on our first opening night, we have a after party where you can meet the actors. So get your tickets for that. You're going to really enjoy it. Our first show of next year, but this is all part of our 25-26 season, will be Lucky Stiff. I hope you come and join us for this. You're going to really like the show. It's a romp comedy, fun show where it's centered around if you saw it, well, let me just set the stage. So it's about a man who he was running a casino, and he's actually nefarious. He was murdered by or killed by someone close to him, and his name is Tony or Anthony, and he leaves his money to his nephew. Now, in order for his nephew to get the money, his inheritance, he has to take him on one last journey, but he's dead. That's the stiff, the lucky stiff. Remember Weekend at Bernie's, something like that? Well, it was a musical. In fact, the movie starred Jason Alexander, remember from Seinfeld. We're bringing back one of your favorite actors who was just in Titanic, Jacob Butler, and the stiff is actually going to be me. So I'm coming out of theater retirement. It's been a long time, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that show. And the last show is going to be Sunset Boulevard. Just won the Tony on Broadway, and we are doing that. In fact, our own Judy Fitzgerald will be Norma Desmond, and I'm telling you, are in for a treat. Now, how do you get tickets? Well, if you are a season ticket holder and you haven't gotten your season tickets, real simple. Go to atistage.org or call 317-843-3800, or you can get tickets to any individual shows. But I challenge you this. If you go to any one of our shows, you're going to want to upgrade to our season tickets. We are going to be at the Studio Theater, our Black Box Theater, where the shows are intimate. You're going to be up close and personal, and you are going to have so much fun. And you're probably going to see me at any one of these shows, especially this one, because as I said, I'll be the stiff. But you'll have an opportunity to enjoy Broadway in your backyard. So again, challenge, go see some theater. Come see what ATI has. We are an equity theater, a professional theater company where we bring in the best actors in the regional community. They're actors from New York, all over the country that come in, and local talent, and you'll have an opportunity to see some great theater, musical theater right here in your backyard. And also, we're doing some great other things like our lab series. We just finished up a July lab series where we had a writer's lab series, and it was just an absolute hit. We're doing that next year, and we're already planning our 26-27 series. I'm on the artistic committee, and we are doing some great planning for the following year. So if you haven't seen an ATI show, I just challenge you to come. You're going to have so much fun. And if you have, we have really stepped it up. If you liked last year where we ended with Titanic, where we had 9 to 5, where we had all these wonderful shows, you are just going to love what we're doing. So that's what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a short little segment about what we're doing here. There's just so much fun coming on at ATI. I hope you'll join us, support us. We are a non-for-profit, so if you are inclined, we would love for you to come join the family at ATI. We're always looking for new sponsors, people to be part of our community. But I would love for you to be part of the theater community here at ATI. And there's so many wonderful things right here in Carmel, in your backyard. And we are Broadway in your backyard. With that, I am Sam Arce, Broadway Sam. Thank you for joining me this week at ATI's Lunch Break. And we'll see you next week. And if it's not me, it'll be Brad Osborne. But we really appreciate you joining us and being part of our community. God bless you and enjoy this beautiful summer. It's almost over. It'll be Labor Day here soon. Where did the time go? But don't miss out on theater because it's a 2-hour vacation and you're going to have a lot of fun. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you and your family. See you next week.